Hey there guys, the Real Tough Fan here, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Football Manager career mode with Portsmouth, attempting to take them from League 2 all the way back up to the Premier League. We had a good episode last time out, guys. If we have a look at the schedule, we started... Where did we start? I think it was here, against Southend. I could be wrong. But anyway, we went 4-1, 3-0, drew 1-1, 1-3-2, 1-3-1, drew 2-2, disappointing draw against York, and then we got through in the Johnston's Paint Trophy second round against Newport, which hopefully we'll be able to end this episode with this Johnston's Paint Trophy quarter-final against an unknown opponent, and hopefully we'll be able to advance through to the semi-finals to end this episode off, guys. Our next game is at home against Mansfield, so let's see if we can keep this winning run in the league going. Right guys, here we are with our first match of this episode. We're at home against Mansfield, and this is the squad. Jones in goal. Charlie Taylor on the left, Charlie Robinson and Vinter complete the back four. Hollands, Bartram, Holmes, Attingana just in behind the front two of Westcar and Ryan Taylor. So let's see if we can keep this unbeaten run going and pick up another 3 points. And the match is just getting underway now, guys. And there we have it, guys. After just 23 minutes, Ben Chorley with his first goal of the season puts us 1-0 ahead. It's a good throw-in from Hollands here on this left-hand side, and it's a good finish on the volley by Chorley. Well, sort of half-volley kind of thing. Either way, nice finish, nice throw-in, 1-0. And after the 34th minute, there's Ryan Taylor, pops up with his 6th goal of the season to put us 2-0 ahead. It's a great free kick, it's a good finish again. Westcar here whips it in, and look at that header from Taylor on the edge of the area. It's 2-0, and we're cruising. And that's half-time, guys. It is 2-0. If we have a quick peek at the match stats here, we've had 6 shots, 2 on target, we've scored 2. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target, yet to score. They're actually beating us in possession, which is a rarity for us being at home, but we're ahead. Let's see if we can keep it up in this second half. And after the 72nd minute, that's our first goal, our third goal, his first goal of the season for Ricky Holmes. Sorry guys, that was a total mess up. Great ball from Attingana, a great run from Holmes, and it's a nice finish to beat the goalkeeper from there. It is 3-0, just about to make my substitutions, so I'll do that while I'm on camera, because I was about to do it, then the highlights started. I think Danny Hollands needs to come off for James Dunn, and Ricky Holmes really could do with coming off, but I don't think anyone can really play it right mid, so I'm going to leave him on. Maybe Paul Robinson could come off for Adam Webster, because he's on a yellow card. We don't want to risk anyone getting sent off, so just them 2 changes, guys. And there we have it, guys, a 3-0 win at home against Mansfield, and look what that does to the league table. We are top of the league. 10 shots, 5 on target. We did edge the possession in the end. We had 5 on target, we scored 3. That's good enough for me. And the 3 points that takes us to the top of the league, even better. And the draw for the quarter-final of the South Johnston's Paint Trophy has been made, guys. We are at home. We're playing Coventry. It's going to be the toughest test so far in the Johnston's Paint Trophy. But at home, I'd fancy our chances. Right guys, here we are with our next match. We are away against Bury, and this is the squad. Jones in goal, Charlie Taylor on the left. Chorley keeps his place at centre-back, even though Gyokaj is actually fit to come back in. But Chorley keeps his place. Robinson, Vinter, again Vinter stays there. Costa is fit to play, well, is able to play, but is not fully fit, so he's staying out. Hollands, Holmes on the left, Wallace comes back in on the right, and Westcar just in behind Taylor and Yessil. So let's hope we can pick up another 3 points and maybe create a bit of a gap at the top of the league. And the match is just getting underway now, guys. And there we have it, guys. Our first goal of the game, Ricky Holmes' second of the season. It is an absolute screamer from the halfway line. Goalkeeper messes up. Holmes, inside his own half, puts us 1-0 ahead. And there we are at half-time, guys. We are 1-0 ahead. If we have a quick peek at the match stats, we've had 5 shots, 4 on target and only scored 1. They've had 1 shot on target, yet to score. We are ahead on possession, which usually we are anyway, and Bury are lower in the league. They're about 18th, I think, so we should be winning this. Let's see if we can push on and just nick that second goal in the second half. And in the 57th minute, Ryan Lowe equalises for Bury with his 5th of the season. Disappointing goal to concede, really. If you look at this, look at the space he's going to have here. Look at that space there. It's a nice finish, don't get me wrong, and it's 1-1. And Ryan Lowe's 6th goal of the season puts us 2-1 behind. Disappointing, Yet again, a goal conceded from a corner. Jones whips it in. There's low at the near post. 2-1. Alright guys, just a couple of changes to tell you about. Samed Yessil comes off for Miles Story, one of the worst players on the pitch today by match rating. And Ben Chorley, also on a 6.3, comes off and Gyökeres comes on. And there we are guys, the 91st minute. It is an equaliser by Jed Wallace. I did everything I could, changed all sorts around to switches, onto overload, to instructions, everything, to get us an equaliser, and we got it. Here's Taylor, plays a good ball in there to Wallace. It's a neat finish, it's 2-2, and we've nicked a point. And that's full time guys, it is 2-2. Last minute Jed Wallace equaliser, nicked us a point. Bury had 11 shots, 5 on target. We had 7 shots, 5 on target. We had more of the possession. In fairness, we should have scored more goals. We should have had more shots than that. But we stay top of the league on 23 points. So we're doing well. 13 games into the season. There's 24 teams in the league, isn't there? So there's 46 games. So another 33 games to go. But we're top of the league at the moment. Right guys, here we are with our next match. It's at home. We're against Stevenage. This is the squad. Jones, Shorey, Watmouth, Gyökeres comes back in. Vinter, Holland's on defensive midfield, Bartram on the left, Wallace on the right, Westcar just in behind Taylor and Yessil. Pereira is back and able to play, but he needs a rest. He's been away on international duty, so I'm not going to play him this game. It's a game we should be winning anyway. If we're struggling, I might bring him in, but as it stands, I'm going to leave him on the bench. So let's see how we get on with this one. And the match is just getting underway now, guys. And there we have our first goal of the game in the 10th minute. It's Ryan Taylor with his 10th of the season, I think that said. It could have been his 7th, I could have read it wrong. Either way, we're 1-0 ahead after 10 minutes. Yessil nods it on, I think it was his 7th. And that's Ryan Taylor with the finish, 1-0. And there we have our second guy, Samed Yessil with his 4th of the season. In all seriousness, we could be 4 or 5-0 up by now. But it's a great ball across here by Wallace. And there's Yessil on the volley. It hits the goalkeeper, but it still goes in, and it's 2-0. Let's see what this highlight has for us. Shorey hits the post, 2-0. And in the 38th minute, there's our third goal. Ryan Taylor's 8th of the season, so it was his 7th earlier. 3-0 ahead. Seriously, could be 6, 5, 6, 7-0 up. But Bartram here plays it across, and there's Taylor at the back post to finish for 3-0. Alright guys, that's half time. It is 3-0. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target. We scored 3 goals. Absolute clinical finishing from our side. 68% possession to their 32. We're cruising. There's no reason we shouldn't go on to put a few more past them this second half. And in the 66th minute, Stevenage pull one back. Here's Gordon. Plays it to Nditi. Nditi. Parrott there. Great finish. Goalkeeper's nowhere to be seen though. It's 3-1. And just 2 changes there to tell you about, guys. Danny Hollands comes off, he's on 60% condition. James Dunn comes on. And Miles Story comes on for Samed Yessil. I was going to take Taylor off, but Taylor being on a hat-trick, I want to see if he can get it. So they're the 2 changes. Still 3-1, 68th minute. And Stevenage go down to 10 men, guys. I can't remember who it was who's just been sent off. I think it was Nditi. An absolute horror tackle on Gyökeres. And this is why I always leave 1 substitution. But I don't know who can play centre-back. It's going to be an interesting one. I wonder if Vinter can play centre-back. But I've no one that can play right-back. I'm going to play Charlie Taylor at right-back, maybe. He's a bit better at right-back. That's just going to have to do. It's the 78th minute. 3-1 still. And there we have it, guys. After what was a pretty poor second half, we had 14 shots, 5 on target. We scored 3. We had 3 shots on target by the end of the first half. Should have been more than 3-0 up at half time. Then that concession in the 66th minute made it a bit shaky, but a 3-1 win nonetheless. 61% of the possession, can't argue with that, and we remain top of the league, joint on points with Oxford. Southend a point further behind, so we're starting to open a little gap. Let's hope we can stay at the top for many more games to come. Right guys, here we are with our next match. We are away against Shrewsbury, and this is the squad. It's Jones in goal, Taylor on the left, Chorley and Robinson at centre-back, Kosterner at right-back, Hollands, Holmes on the left, Westcar on the right, and Pereira just in behind Story and Yessil. Let's hope that's good enough to get us 3 points, guys. The keeper's at the top of the league. Ryan Taylor, in case you're wondering, isn't playing, he's not fully fit, but he is on the bench, should I need him. And the match is just getting underway now, guys. And there we are, guys. Pereira with his third goal of the season puts us 1-0 ahead after just 4 minutes. It's a good finish. Sammy Desil should have scored just before this, but here's Hollins. Plays it to Westcar, into Pereira, first time shot, finish, 1-0. And there we have our second goal of the game. It's Miles Story's second of the season, 20th minute. We could seriously be 4-0 up already in only 20 minutes, but it's a good ball out on the right from Westcar. Good ball from Pereira out to Westcar here, and he runs down the byline, whips it in, and there's Story with the header. It's 2-0. And that's Story's third of the season, and the third for us of this game. 26th minute, it's a good ball by Charlie Taylor out on the right here, left, sorry. Whips it in, and there's Story with another header, another goal, and it's 3-0. And Paul Robinson scores his fourth of the season, our fourth of the game, not even half-time yet. It's a free kick by Westcar. It comes cannons back off the post/crossbar, just falls to Paul Robinson, who taps it in. It's 4-0. And that's half-time, guys. We are 4-0 ahead. We've had 10 shots, 7 of which have been on target. They've had 8 shots, 4 on target. We've ever so slightly edged the possession. We're doing well. I want a few more goals, though, in this second half to keep us, well, to better us goal difference yet more, to keep us top of the league. And literally 40-odd seconds into this second half, Shrewsbury pull a goal back. Vine with the cross. Collins headers, hits the crossbar, comes back out, and Collins reacts quickest. And it's 4-1. And it's 4-2, guys. Andy Robinson's first goal of the season. It's the 65th minute. And we're just about to make some substitutions. And I think I'm going to switch to a more defensive style of play. Especially now it's gone to 4-2. It's a good finish. 4-2. And it's 4-3, guys. The comeback is on. Weslowski with his third of the season. And Shrewsbury's third of the game. Collins, McAllister. Just a massive gap in the middle of the defence. And there's Weslowski to slot it past Jones. 4-3. There we are, guys. That's 5-3. That gives us that 2-goal cushion back, and it's Story with his fourth of the season, his hat-trick in this game. There's Holmes to Pereira. It's a good ball out to Charlie Taylor on the left. Good ball in, and there's Story. 5-3. Well, guys, that's full time after what should have been a more convincing victory than that. We come out 5-3 winners. We had 16 shots, 10 on target to their 16 shots, 9 on target. We just edged possession. It was a closer game than the scoreline suggests, actually, but with being 4-0 up at half-time, I think we deserve to probably come out of that with more than a 2-goal cushion. But our goal difference is 15, much better than any of the other teams around us, and we're 2 points clear at the top. So let's see if we can keep that going, and see if we can win this league. And the draw has been made, guys, for the first round of the FA Cup. We have been drawn at home against Southend, a team in our league, so hopefully we can win and get through to the second round. Just an injury report to tell you about here, guys. Pereira has pulled his hamstring, out for 4 weeks. It's a disappointing one. We needed him. We've got a lot of important games coming up as well. I was just looking as well at the schedule, and we've got an FA Cup first round match just in between these two, between the Johnston's Paint Trophy quarter-final, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as the live match. The TV one against Carlisle. Carlisle are third, we're top. It's going to be a tight game, so I'm going to do this one as a live match, and we'll start the next episode with the first round of the FA Cup and the quarter-final against Coventry. Right, guys, here we are with our next match. It is the last match of this episode, unfortunately. We are at home against Carlisle. This is the squad. It's Jones in goal, Taylor on the left, Gyokaj, Robinson and Vinter on the right, Hollands at defensive mid, Holmes on the left, Wallace on the right, and Westcar just in behind Ryan Taylor and Sammy Desil. Let's go out, get 3 points in this live match, and end the episode on a high. And the match is just getting underway now, guys. This is the live match. We need to end this match with 3 points. If we lose, Carlisle will leapfrog us and go top of the table. A draw, we stay top. A win, obviously, we stay top. Vinter to Hollands. Back to Vinter. Westcar now. It's a good ball out to Holmes on the left here. What can Holmes do with it? Holmes, and he puts it well wide. Could have done a lot better there. Maybe could have been a pass that he could have made. Not much happening. Why do my live matches always end up like this? We have so many exciting matches, and then we come to the live one, and then not a lot happens. Mep and Walter to Robson, Dicker, Boateng, Potts, Billy Painter. Mr. Can't hit a bandor with a banjo, but I bet he scores against me. Barker, Billy Painter. There you go. There's the goal I told you was coming. Second of the season for Billy Painter. We dropped out a second. Carlisle overtake us now, as it stands. It's a good ball by Potts to Pip Barker. Skips past his man. There's Billy Painter. I thought it was offside. He scores. We're 1-0 behind. Hollands gives it away to Dicker, to Potts. Billy Painter. Robson. Oh, out to Cairns. We're going to go 2-0 behind now, guys. Potts. And somehow it goes in, because the goalkeepers in this game are crap. They just cannot get back up. When they save a ball, they just can't get back up. Look. Watch. Potts shoots. He saves it, but he just lays there for about 5 minutes and takes him about 10 seconds to get back up. Yes, Hill. Hollands. We need a goal, and we need a goal straight back now. Robinson to Vinter. To Westcar. To Hollands. Yes, Hill. Come on. Ryan Taylor. Good ball out to Wallace. What can Wallace do? Puts it in. Yes, Hill. Should score. Should be 2-1. And we should be right back in the game. But as it stands, we're not. We're at home as well. We shouldn't be losing like this. This performance has not been good enough. Show me something else in the second half, guys. Because that's... pardon me. That's not good enough. Absolutely not. The thing is, they've got 5 across the midfield. I might have to just mess about with stuff to counter that. Right, substitution time. Yessil's having a shocker. On comes Miles Story after his hat-trick before. Let's see if he can do us any good here. And who else isn't having a great game? Gyokaj Vinter's having a shocker. But I don't have another right back on the bench. I don't know why I've done that. Maybe Watmuff can come in here for Gyokaj, and we'll see what happens there. Come on, lads. It's been a poor performance. It's a live match as well. I wanted a good result to stay top of the league. Westcar whips it in. Watmuff hits the crossbar. Only just come on. Hit the crossbar straight away. Could have put us to 2-1. And if Yessil had scored his earlier chance, we could have been 2-2 there. But as it turns out, we're going to go 3-0 down. There's Robson. He's offside anyway. We're okay. We got away with that one. 74th minute. Jones. Up towards Westcar. O'Neill's under it, though. Painter to Robson. To Dicker. To Potts. What gives it away? Watmuff. Taylor. Come on, lads. Westcar. What can he do with it? Gives it to Watmuff. Out here to Charlie Taylor. Plays a good ball down the line to Holmes. Whips it across. And Story should be scoring. Story should be scoring, eh? So corner, Westcar. Whips it in. And Hollands is there, but he can't get on it. There's Westcar again. It's a poor cross. Holmes, though? No. Holmes loses out. Stays 2-0. We should be getting more out of this game. Let's have an assertive team talk and tell them to push forward. Demand more. Let's demand more from them all. Charlie Taylor to Holmes. Hollands gives it away. There's Robson to Painter. Good ball into Amu. And it's 3-0. There you are. Their finishing's just been a lot better than ours this game, guys. It's not been good enough. We should be doing better than this. But our finishing just hasn't been up to scratch. Defending's been poor. Just an all-round poor team performance. And it's going to result in us going down to second position. And Carlisle leapfrogging us right at the very end of this episode. It's disappointing. Very disappointing in fairness. But it's how it is, it's how it is. 90th minute. Nearly there. Jones hoofs it up. And well, there we go. We got the ball back, but we're not going to score. It's the last highlight of the match. Westcar gives it back to Watmuff. Out towards Taylor. Holmes. Westcar. Hollands. It's going to get tackled. No, he's not. There we are. It's full time. We lose 3-0. Very, very disappointing. And I'm going to tell the team that it's not good enough. Far from pleased. And as I say, it drops us down to second position. A point behind Carlisle. We could have gone 3 points clear there with a win. But a loss it is. We had more possession. We had more shots. We had more on target. We just couldn't finish. Absolutely, finishing was terrible. Their finishing was a lot better than ours. Look, 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. The beat us, fair and square. Disappointing, guys. Bad way to end the episode, but we're still in touch. We're still there and thereabouts. So as always, I've been the Real Toff Fan. Thanks very much for watching, and take it easy.